Yo, what is up, you greasy gangars? Today we're playing some games with ARCHIESTOISE. You know it, I love it, you maybe like it. But nonetheless, it is still a powerful deck and expanded, depending on the meta. Goes from, being a not so good deck to top tier. And we got a couple new additions with the rise of, or with the release of Cosmic Eclipse. We have a Great Catcher. Great card to be for an aggressive deck like this. We have Chaotic Swell. This I think is one of the best additions to the deck, because we can put it down turn 1, and they can't put Silent Lab or Power Plant down on the following turn, or we bump a Power Plant or Silent Lab, and then we know we're safe for probably another turn of them not being able to Power Plant or Silent Lab. So yeah, Chaotic Swell, ridiculously good in this deck. I think the best new addition to the deck for sure. Right now I'm playing Field Blowers over Stealthy Hoods because there's more Garbodor than just or there's more Silent Lab and Power Plant than Garbodor. That's what I meant to say. There's less Garbodor, so we want Stealthy Hoods do not deal with a turn 1 Silent Lab, but Field Blowers do, and they can also be good against Garbodor. If it was just Garbodor we were trying to deal with, we would play the Stealthy Hoods, but it's not. We're trying to deal with those turn 1 stadiums and Garbodor at some point, so the flexibility of Field Blower becomes a lot better than that. We're low on supporters in this deck. We only play 4 supporters. We play 2 Archie's in the hole, 1 Guzma, and 1 Tate Liza. Currently not opting for the Sycamore in the deck or N, staying aggressive. Sycamore is definitely something I can see adding back in, but as of right now, it's not in the deck. I am still rocking that one of the Psychic to use Espeon Deoxys, but that's actually the only thing we can utilize with it in the deck, the Psychic Energy. I'm not playing the Naganadel because I feel like the Great Catcher is kind of just better than Naganadel, so I've been playing that instead, kind of as that spot. And Lopunny is the last addition we have to this deck from the newest set, Cosmic Eclipse. Not convinced this guy is actually worth playing in here. He's just been in here for right now. He's been okay so far in my games with him, but second Kingdra might actually be better. Just been rocking the Lopuff for now. See what it can do. It's sometimes nice to be able to attack with something that doesn't have an ability, so that's one of the main reasons I've kept it up to this point, is that attacking with the Lopunny, not through Mewtwo but just as itself, can be pretty cool. We aren't able to get out the back-to-back Archies to get Blastoise into Kingdra, and that's it. We lost Let Loose, so I've added in a second Dedenne for some more draw power, so now we're at 2 Dedenne, 2 Shaymin, and yeah, let's go ahead and get to some games. Opening hand, not ideal in this first one, but we can definitely work with it. We're up against a Phanpy. Been a long time since I've seen that guy around. We can definitely look for the turn 1 cross division, picking up a couple things on our opponent's field. Hopefully we'll see what they're exactly playing here in a bit. Our hand is definitely a little bit slow, so we're gonna have to work with that first off, but once we get through that, we should be in a pretty good spot. There's a Phanpy and a Cynthia, so yeah, not a ridiculously strong start from our opponent, only having the 1 Pokemon to play right now, and then the Cynthia 6. There's a second Phanpy, but we can knock out 2 Phanpys in 1 turn, no problem with the cross division. That's definitely going to be our game plan as our opponent passes. So we can go Ultra Ball away Guzma and Archie's, and then we can grab ourselves a Blastoise, and then Ultra Ball away the Blastoise and the Chaotic Swell, attach the Psychic Active, then Archie. I gotta decide what I want to grab here out of the deck. And maybe I don't want to grab anything. We have 6 water in the deck. That's not a whole ton. The Professor's Letter is here. We've got a lot of our support Pokemon. Surprised the Shaymin. Blastoise is in the discard. Looking at my cards here, nothing ridiculously good that I want to play. I guess the Mewtwo would be okay, so I can grab him. Looking for the turn 1 cross division though, so we're hoping to just win this turn and not have to worry about anything else. Yep, here we go. Archie's out the Blastoise. Turn 1 Archie, not bad. Birds. This is for the Shaymin, I believe is what we're gonna go for here. Well, we could just thin the Shaymin out of the deck first, I guess. Get rid of these 2. I don't think we want a Lopunny against the fighting damage of the, what's it called? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get a Shaymin first, because the Dedenne can clear out the hand, but if this hand literally has nothing in it, there's nothing cleared out, so it's the full 6 from the Shaymin. Ooh, the Professor's Letter is super good here. Thin out 2 more water. We are 2 water away from game. Battle Compressor, well, we could either draw into 2, but that's kind of unlikely with 3 water left in the deck. So probably what's going to happen is we're going to get Battle Compressor plus Superior. If we are able to pull it off this turn, that's going to be the combo. Or we just get lucky and draw into some waters. But there's Battle Compressor, there's Superior. So we did pull it off here. Get rid of the other egg, I guess. Sure. Not 2 water. Wait, well, we're gonna be the possible. 3 water to the discard pile. Superior energy retrieval. I'll go ahead and get rid of. It doesn't matter. It's gonna get rid of these. Get ourselves the 3 water back. Deluge onto the Espeon Deoxys, and then turn 1 cross division to knock out both of our opponents' Fanfies to get a dub here. On our first turn over our opponents. A little bit of a slow starting non-fan deck. Rest here, and there we go, knocking out both the Fanfies, taking a dub, like I said, over our opponents. The turn 1 cross division, sometimes a little bit too strong for these slower setup decks. Into another one up against our opponents, Mewtwo. Mew and Mewtwo, both opening the Mew and Mewtwo Battle Compressor, so they're definitely playing the box. Almost certainly our opponent is playing Mewtwo box here. Yep, there we go, discarding the Store to Giratina, a Marowak. All right, so we can turn 1 pretty easily, one-shot this Mewtwo. Well, if they don't get out Jirachi, if they get out Jirachi, it'll be a little bit harder, and maybe won't happen. But if they don't get out Jirachi, is pretty easy to get the turn 1 knockout. There's Stadium Bump Boy. So yeah, it'll be pretty easy to one-shot this if they don't put out the Jirachi GX, which can sometimes be hard for them to find. And oh no, it looks like our opponent has a dead hand all along. We're going to start with the Trainers Mail here. Second Ultra Ball should give us the... Yep, just Ultra Ball for a Blastoise, and that's what we're going to go ahead and check this anyways then. That is a Tails. Alright, so we are going to be able to get off the turn 1. These two. Grab ourselves that Blastoise, then we can Ultra Ball away the Blastoise and the Superior Energy Retrieval, and then Archie's out the Blastoise. On this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the second Mewtwo. This should be our only attacker in this matchup, so I'm just going to get the second one out here ASAP. And then, yeah, Archie's Blastoise. And we are a couple energy away. Ooh, that's pretty good. I can go Computer Search. Actually, I can go Double Egg Computer. Even better. I can also check this Order Pad. We had both eggs in there, but that's perfect. So I'm gonna go Order Pad first. Fails. All right, Computer Search away. Egg and egg. Buy eggs. Battle Compressor to combine with Retrieval. Get rid of the Kingdra, which we do need to take the knockout, and Water Energy. Dunzo there. Going back in. Propagate. Fortunately, a little bit slow to get all the eggs out of the discard pile constantly. Oh well. Evil. Again. More energy. And I am going to Dedenne change here because we do play 2 Dedennes, and I might Dedenne change next turn as well, which means I just want to be able to have used, open it up so I could go Dedenne this turn, thin out the deck way more, and then next turn also Dedenne change. Maybe win the game, so we're Dedenne change here. Not a whole ton, but there's the concession from our opponent. Slow start. We got the turn 1 knockout with the Kingdra for sure. How much more we could have got that turn? Probably not a whole lot more. That hand looked a little bit slow. Definitely a little bit more, but yeah, definitely way too much for our opponent to keep up with at that point. Getting into one last game here. We open the egg. Not the worst starter, because when they do knock it out, looks like some kind of Turbo Dart from our opponent. They do knock it out. It does come back. It does get sent to the discard pile, which is nice. We got that Chaotic Swell early on here, which is the perfect time to see it. We don't currently have turn 1 Archies, but Trainers Mail into Computer Search or Battle Compressor, and our opponent did mulligan once. Ooh. Another VS Seeker is not what we're looking to see. Computer Search, on the other hand, is exactly what we're looking to find. I'm going to start with Trainers Mail here, see what we get. Another Ultra Ball. We could go Computer Search away, Dedenne and Water for Battle Compressor. Egg, Ultra Ball for something. We don't know if the other egg is in the deck or not, but I can just kind of hope it is here and go ahead and take this. So we can go Computer Search, get rid of the Dedenne and Water. And then worst comes to worst, we prized stuff. The other egg is in here. We have both Archies. I did see a Blastoise. Looks like we prized 3 Water Energy. That is kind of unfortunate. We don't actually even play that much. We only play 9 energy. So prizing 3 is actually pretty high when you only play 9. Battle Compressor made its way to the prize cards as well. Kingdra's here, so that's the important thing. All right, so we can go ahead and go Compressor. We want to get rid of Egg for sure. Egg. I don't want to get rid of Blastoise because I think I'm going to go bring the Egg back. Ultra Ball. Get a Blastoise, bring it back. Ultra Ball again. I'm not going to get rid of Blastoise. I'll get rid of Kingdra. And, well, maybe I do get rid of Blastoises then. I don't want to get rid of any of the supporters. We only have 2 via Seeker left in the deck, so... Oh, we need to get rid of an Archie, though. Almost messed that up. Alright, so this kind of works the same way either way. We could have gotten the... Could have Ultra Balled for Kingdra, Ultra Balled again, or we could have Ultra Balled for the Blastoise, Ultra Ball again. So, it works both ways here. These two... Get ourselves the Blastoise. Propagate again. Another reason I like 2 Dedenne, or just kind of like the 4th extra draw Pokemon, is because a lot of the times in your early hands, well, I mean, starting with them isn't super uncommon, but also in your early hands, sometimes you ditch them. You do go out of your way to ditch them, but you ditch them because you need to make room to clean out the hand for Archies. So a lot of times they can find their way into the discard pile, so that's fine. Here we go. Got the Archie. This is actually a Dark Pulse Darkrai, I just realized. So our opponent playing... I hope they're playing Zoro Ninja, because Zoro Ninja is pretty good. They are at least playing 1 Dark Pulse as well. I think we're just going to go ahead and pass. I don't really need to put the energy on the active, don't need to put it on the bench. I'm going to hold it. And yeah, we can just pass over to our opponent, see what they have on their turn 1 here. They did open that Dark Pulse, like I just said. Dark Pulse Darkrai, definitely an interesting illusion. We'll see what else they get from here. A Lele. Not something you don't always see all the time in the Turbo Dark deck. They can be feels a little bit slow, like you'd rather just grab a Dedenne or a Shaymin anyways, just to go a little bit faster. But it's not the worst thing ever. There's a Juniper grab off that, and they're going to be off to the races here. Max Elixir to go with it as well. That's pretty good. I got the Darks set up in the discard pile for the Max Elixirs. Muscle Band. Yeah, there is the Juniper. Another Dark to the discard pile, so quite a few Darks in the discard pile. No Darkrai GX yet, and the Chaotic Swell Super actually is super good in this matchup because it does limit our opponent's Sky Fields if they do play them, which is generally played in Turbo Dark. You generally want that extra bench space to work with, but yeah, limiting our opponent's bench with the Sky Fields is actually super strong in this matchup. Whoa, they're playing like some throwback Turbo Dark here. The Oblivion Wing Yveltal. I haven't seen that guy in forever, so definitely an interesting list from our opponent. That's for sure. Let's start with the Trainers Mail here. There's a Superior, which would allow us to clear out the hand to Archies then for the Kingdra, which is definitely something I want to do. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab this because we do want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and play this Order Pad here. That is a heads. That means a Battle Compressor. Going to get rid of 2 more water and something else. I don't know what else. 2 water. Could get rid of a 3rd water, but we don't want to overextend our water if we don't have to. 2 water, and you know, we probably don't need Espeon Deoxys. Everything else here is a little bit more useful. Actually, the Blastoise can probably go. And Blastoise is a little bit less useful. Get rid of the Soice guy. Okay, Deluge to the active. Go ahead and hard retreat that. And maybe I just want to... No, I really don't want to put the bunny in play to have 2 tag teams in play if I can avoid it. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and discard him. Go like this, get the 4 water. We'll end up with a little bit overkill on the water energy on the Mewtwo. No, we do need 4 to take the knockout. Actually, no, this is actually perfect. This ends up way better than I actually thought. Yeah, this is actually perfect. Put them all here. 3, 4. Archie for the Stoice. Via Seeker. Archie's out the Blastoise. And then we'll get... Oh, not the Blastoise, the Kingdra. We did that on the first turn. We did the Blastoise on the first. We have a Blastoise. Do the Kingdra. Rest of the hand is a little... No, okay, we could have done with 3 energy because we have Jumping Balloons. So we are overkilling by 1 energy. So the hand kind of stinks, not going to lie. I'm going to go ahead and Battle Compressor. There's probably some other stuff we can get rid of. Espeon Deoxys. I want to keep the full supporter line in here. That's in here. Yeah, I could probably ditch the Psychic as well. We probably won't need access to that. We do have 3 Superiors left, so that's a whole lot of energy recovery left. Letter can still get 2. Everything else seems fine to keep, even though I mean, the Greninja is like okay, but it is still potentially draw support out of N if we draw into it through the Master. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and swing with the Jumping Balloon. Oh, wait. Oh, the resistance. Oh, Jumping Balloon doesn't do it. Okay, well, I have just messed up, and it looks like we might be utilizing Espeon Deoxys after all, so we can clean up this Darkrai plus another GX in play. I should have just swung with the Kingdra. It was just the first thing I saw was Jumping Balloon. I forgot about the resistance. The list goes on. I am super sorry. I have made a grave mistake. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to remedy that. We're just playing in try hard. We're just playing in hard mode now. Now the game's got a little bit harder. We'll be fine though. We can pull through this, I believe. Max Elixir coming out for our opponent on Yveltal. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Espeon Deoxys GX attack this turn to make up for that, and we'll be able to KO both of these GXs, draw 4 prizes in 2 turns, like the original plan was. A little bit slower. Okay, we're gonna start with the Trainers Mail. There is that Superior Energy Retrieval. I don't think we need to Archies again, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Superior away the Archies and Ultra Ball. I don't think there's anything for this. Like, find out. Anything I want off this? I don't even know why I used it. Getting the Superior would be okay, I guess. I was just like, I don't think there's anything I want, but I'm going to go ahead and use it and see if there's anything I want. Could Field Blower off that Muscle Band on the bench, I guess. Could get annoying. Probably not going to be overly annoying, but may as well get rid of it. Okay. I think I've recovered here. We actually want to keep the Ultra Ball to use it as potential draw support. I'm going to go ahead and Superior. Get rid of these 2. Get the Psychic. I guess I should have left it in. I mean, I wouldn't have had to leave it in the deck if I didn't mess up. Messed up. We've recovered. Luge to the active. Boom. And making up for that misplay earlier. 1, 2. Stack them up to 1. 7. And this guy's got 130. This guy's got 130. They're both Oblivion Wings. There's 2 here. That's 180. 170 there. 1 left. Throw it on one of them. It shouldn't matter. It probably won't make a difference. Maybe we could do like a Puppy Smashers knockout. I don't think I'll need my GX attack for anything else. In fact, yeah, I mean, Puppy Smashers would be the only other GX we would maybe want to use. Here are our prized Water Energy. Oh, we get actually 4 prizes this turn. Our Lele as well. Not much for the Lele to grab in the deck, though. I think we have the Tate Liza in there. Not much for the Lele to do. Lele is another card I've been thinking about cutting from the deck. I mean, I don't use it too often for the turn 1 to grab Archies. It is nice to have that as an option, of course, but for the most part, it's not that ridiculously good for that anyways. All right, there is the Oblivion Wing, and it looks like we're going to be just fine here. I am going to... Did I thin out this hand for this guy? I don't think so. If I really wanted to, I could. We can go... Luge. I'm just going to deluge twice to the Kingdra, I think, and then just go ahead and smack with 2 before I mess this game up anymore. Not Reverse Thrust. Hydro Pump, 260, down to 1 prize card. No pressure from our opponent on the last turn. They only have a Yveltal in play for this next turn. They can Darkness Blade though, which actually will get the knockout, but definitely won't be enough to bring them back into this game. We need 1 Water Energy here. They have a couple in deck, 2 Superiors in deck, I believe. So should be a pretty easy dub here. All right, go Kingdra. Let them get their 3 prize cards. Go Kingdra. Draw for turn. Not a Water Energy. Gonna check the Order Pad. That's a Tails. Check the Battle Compressor. Get rid of this. Probably not gonna need. Everything else actually could get us. But like that. Ultra Ball away. Play light. 1 via Seeker left, 1 Guzma left. Let's get rid of those 2 guys. Not gonna put them down because we could go Shaymin Dedenne. Gonna play this. Shuffle our hand into the deck. Draw 5 here. No Water Energy yet. I'm gonna Trainer's Mail. There's a Professor's Letter. That'll get us our last water in the deck, and then give us just enough here to knock out this. So we won in the same amount of time, just not as efficiently as it should have been, because sometimes Darkrai's have resistance to Psychic. And that's going to do it for this video on the Archie's deck. All the matchups were super fast, but Archie's is a pretty fast deck, so the games aren't going to be very long. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. It really is all about that turn 1, turn 2 sequence. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a like. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.